All right. I don't know how I locked myself out, but I did. So, just to not too much stuff that we're gonna do today. I have that we'll review the third vocabulary list, which we went. I think we went over that Friday too. But there's a couple vocabulary words from page 24. They're more like phrases and things like that. So, just to go over them briefly. I'll explain like the verb gustar and expressing what you like and don't like, because like I said, there's not really a section in the book on that, which is weird, but it's kind of important. So I put in my own section. And then I'll start explaining number and gender, which is, it sounds kind of scary, but it's very simple once you learn how to use it and things like that. So, but yeah, I'll go through all that. And then I put a small assignment on um, Google Classroom. So I'll go through what you have to do for that too. So we went over these yesterday. I think I went over these on Friday, but I might not have. So, but that's okay because we're doing them today. I don't know why this one's a different color. Maybe my eyes are just playing tricks on me. I think they are, but that's okay. So we have, so these are like school subjects, things like that, things you study. So we have las ciencias, which is the sciences, la biología, which is the biology. And I put the because these las, el, they mean the. And I know like that's kind of awkward, but you'll see why I did it in a little bit. La química is chemistry. La geografía is geography. La física is physics. Las humanidades is the humanities. La literatura is the literature. La composición is like composition or writing. Composition is kind of an old word, but it's basically the same thing as writing. El drama is the drama. La música is the music. La historia is the history. El arte is the art. Las comunicaciones are communications. La sociología is the sociology. Las lenguas extranjeras is foreign languages. El inglés is English. El español is Spanish. El ruso is Russian. El chino is Chinese. And japonés is Japanese. So I know that's a pretty long list, but just, you know, it's, I mean, when we do have a quiz on that, you'll have it all to look at it and everything else. So just introducing you to them. And then it's a pretty long list. So, and then I did add the ones in from page 24. So there's otras materias, which is like other subjects, like other materials, which I would have said like sujetos, but okay. Las matemáticas is math. La pedagogía is teaching. It's kind of like education, but like it's kind of not. La psicología is psychology. La filosofía is philosophy. La computación is computer science. And la administración de empresas is business administration. So you can see like a lot of these, like computación and filosofía, they're cognates, which means they look like the English word. Even over here, you see like music, history, art, communications, um, humanities, literature, composition, writing, they look like the English equivalent. So I know this is a lot of words at once, but you know they're easy words. They're not too hard. And then page 24, I just considered it vocabulary, but they're just helpful like words and phrases that you could use like in the classroom. I know we're not like in a classroom, but if you were. So the first section was student expressions, which is expresiones de estudiantes. And these are things like that you would say to another student or to your teacher. You could say más despacio, por favor, which means like slower or say it more slowly, please. Como se escribe is how is it written. Como se dice is how do you say it. No entiendo is I don't understand. Tengo una pregunta is I have a question. Como is how. Number 3 is like really formal, so like, but it says profesora podría repetirlo por favor. So I mean that's like saying, teacher, can you repeat that please? But literally you could just say like, repetirlo, and like, they do it. So it says, can you repeat that please? Gracias, which was in our last list, is thank you. Disculpe is excuse me. And those were the student ones. And then the teacher expressions are the next ones. And obviously you're only in Spanish 1, so we're going to use English, but that's fine. So expresiones de profesores is teacher expressions. For the next one is estamos en la página, and then it would be like the number, the page number. So that would be like we're on page, and then whatever the number. Dime is tell me. Entonces is like then, like we're moving on to something else, like okay, so then things like that. Entiendes is do you understand? Pero is but. Por qué is because. Levanta la mano is raise your hand. And su atención, por favor, is like your attention, please, like pay attention, things like that. So like I said, I know that was like a lot, but don't worry about memorizing them or things like that. Like you'll hear these a lot in a classroom, and definitely, like I said, the subjects and things are pretty close to the English for most of them. So you can pretty much guess what they mean if you're not sure. There's that. And then we'll go over the verb gustar, which I don't know why they put like a section in on this, like in the homework. And I don't know why they did it, because they never took a part of the book to explain gustar and like how it works. So, and I mean, we're only in Spanish 1, so we haven't really done any verbs yet. So I figured that I would go over it. So like I said, it's important to mention because it is in the book. It isn't in the book. So the verb gustar is like a weird verb, like it's not like other ones. So it's used when expressing what you like and what you don't like, and that's pretty much it. So if you say me gusta, that means you like something. So me gusta, whatever it is. And it literally translates to me it is pleasing. I know that's weird, but that's what it translates to. If you say no me gusta, that means you don't like something. So, and it literally translates to me it is not pleasing. So, if you say me gusta, you like something. If you say no me gusta, that means you don't like something. So, to make it like say that you don't like something, you literally just add no in front of it. So that part's pretty easy. Yeah, we'll probably go over it a little bit more tomorrow, but just like focus on that for now. It is slightly different when you want to say we like, you like, he likes, different subjects, but we'll focus on like I like right now. And gustar also changes when you're talking about more than one thing. So gusta with an A at the end is for one thing, and gustan is for more than one thing. So you say, me gusta la historia, which means I like history. But you would say, me gustan las ciencias, which is I like the sciences. So, and we'll do more practice with that because I know that's a little odd. Okay, I actually have practice right here. So I do this a lot in my Spanish 2 class. But so what you would do thank you. And my allergies are like really bad, and I think that's why I have a headache so bad. But okay, so and then usually what I do for this is I write it like the answers like in red down below. So they are on the PowerPoint on the Google Classroom, so you have the answers to these to look back at them. So pretty much, I just gave you 5 like simple sentences. So if it's in Spanish, you'll just translate it to English, and if it's in English, you'll just translate it to Spanish. So the first one is in Spanish. It says "Me gustan las ciencias." So what would that be in English? How would you translate that? What do you think? So remember, me gustan is I like. Let's start with that. And these are all vocabulary words, so I made them simple. So las ciencias, so we can go back. Oh, the sciences. So said I was going to put these in red and I didn't. Okay. So for the next one, it says I like art. And art is just one thing. So we're only talking about one thing. So we're going to put, me gusta, right? Oh my gosh, I can't type. Me gusta. We're only going to end it in an A because there's only one thing. And then we can go back and see what art is. That's not the right slide. Right here, el arte. And then for the next one, it says, me gusta la biología. So obviously it's I like. And biología, that's one that is a cognate. It sounds like English. So it's biology, right? For the next one, it says, I like the humanities. And humanities is plural, right? There's more than one. So it's going to be gustan, ending in an N. So it would be me gustan. And let's find the word for humanities. Oh, that's not the right one. There it is. Humanidades. Okay, and then the last one is I like foreign languages. And you can see languages is plural, so there's more than one. So it's going to be me, oh my goodness, me gustan. Foreign languages. Let's find where that is. Keep going to the wrong slide. Right here, las lenguas extranjeras. I know that's like a really long word, but so that stuff's like kind of simple, but does that make sense to you guys? Is that like, are you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay. Malia, are you okay with that?
Yeah,
Okay, great.
I was actually doing something.
Oh no, that's okay. That's okay. I just wanted to make sure that you guys weren't completely lost on that before I moved on.
I am, but then again, I was trying to look for some pencil. I can't find a pencil.
Yeah,
I was trying to write it down or whatever, but she don't have no pencil in here.
Do you have a pen or anything?
She can always send an email.
Yeah, that's true. And this, like I said, this will be on Google Classroom. So if you and I can always send it to you too if you want me to.
And Google Classroom, you can also download to your phone.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yep. So that is all there, but I hope that you find that pencil. Yeah, I actually have the Google Classroom app on my phone, so that is there. So then I figured after that we'd start with the introduction to number and gender. So this is something that we don't do in English. So this is definitely going to be different, but it's not like difficult or anything. You'll be all right with it. So let me actually go here. So all nouns in Spanish have a gender. And I know that sounds weird because we don't do it in English, but it's really simple. So nouns in Spanish are either masculine or feminine. There's no exceptions. They're all either one or the other. So when you knowing this, there's two ways to say the in Spanish. So like the book, the girl, things like that. There's two different ways to say it because there's two different genders. So la means that it's a feminine noun. La means the, and el means the, and that means that it's a masculine noun. So I have here both el and la mean the. They just show whether the noun is masculine or feminine. And the word the in both Spanish and English is considered to be a direct article, which that doesn't really matter too much. But what you need to know is like la is feminine, el is masculine. And yeah, and you can see right here. You see how with the vocab list, I put like most of these are feminine, but like the languages, art, their drama, they're all masculine. You can see they start in the. So, and that's just, it doesn't mean like the thing is like feminine or masculine. It's just what it is. Like, so these like never change like this. It is what it is. So, but I do have some practice with that. I figured that we could go over that. So, we can just do what we did before. So I just said, let's practice with our vocabulary. For each one, just tell me, now these are all vocabulary words, just tell me if these nouns are masculine or feminine. So just by looking at them, you know. So for the first one, it says la biología. What does la mean? Does it mean it's masculine or feminine? Right here. La is feminine and el is masculine. So what are you thinking? La biología, la. That's going to be feminine, right? Yeah, literally all you have to do is look at the el or la in the beginning. So for el arte, that starts in el, right? And el is masculine. For the next one, we have la pedagogía. La, right? So that's feminine. And la química, is that masculine or feminine? What do you think? What do you think, Malia? Masculine. What was that?
I was about to say the F word.
Yep, feminine. Yep. So el español. What do you think? Yep. Yep. Yeah. So that part's really easy. So it's literally, and most Spanish textbooks, when they give you vocabulary, they will put el or la in the beginning. That way you know. So that part was pretty simple. So also moving on to the next one, unlike English, when a noun is plural, so we're talking about more than one, they let us know. So when a noun in plural, the changes as well. So the science and the sciences have two different like those. So we'll go through it. So the gender stays the same. The gender doesn't change, but the number changes. So las is the feminine plural of la. So if you want to say la ciencia is the science, las ciencias is the sciences. And los is the masculine plural and the plural of el. So it's el arte, and then it would be los artes. So los is more than one. So we'll take a look at some of the vocabulary words in their plural forms in the next slide. And you'll see why, and we already went over why I included the definite articles in the vocab list, so you know. So so for this one, these are our vocab words, and they're all like more than one. So you could just tell me what the gender of each one is like we did before. So for the first one, we have las ciencias. Is that masculine or feminine? Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Yep. So for the next one, we have las humanidades. Las. Is that masculine or feminine? M or F, it doesn't matter.
Feminine.
Uh-huh. For las lenguas extranjeras. What do you think?
Same.
Uh-huh. Yep. And for las matemáticas.
Feminine.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And for los artes.
Let me guess.
Mhm.
Cause you know LOS, so I'm gonna see if I'm gonna just say
Yeah, that's right. So remember that there's only two genders. There's only masculine or feminine. So if it's not feminine, it's masculine.
And when
So
there's an A, it's for girls, and when there's an O, it's for boys.
yeah, most of
Mhm.
the time. Like there's some that are different. I have like all that set up for tomorrow, but there's like a whole section in the book on that, which I do think was smart on them. So we'll go through that. So and then for the next section in this one, so these are all singular. So we're only talking about one of these. So you're going to make each of them plural. So how would you say, so this is the biology. How would you say, like, I know that some of these are awkward, but it's just kind of working with our vocab. How would you say like the biologies? What do you think?
she got this. I'm not sure.
Well, remember the first one is la, right? So the plural of la is las, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I know that you guys don't really know how to make things plural yet, but that's okay. I was just focusing on the articles. And then this is the same way, la computación. So that's computer science. So we want to say the computer sciences, and it's la again, so it'll be las.
Okay.
So shouldn't it be computaciones,
Yes,
like S at the end?
yes, yep. I put that in there. I don't know if you can see it, but yep. So it'll be las computaciones. And then for the next one, we have el drama. So that's the drama. So we want to say the dramas, like more than one. So remember, if we go back, the plural form of el is los, right? So it'll be, I don't know why I keep saying that. It'll be los dramas. And then for the last one, again, it's feminine because it starts with la. So it'll be las filosofias. Oh. So don't worry so much on like the plural versions of these. Worry more on the articles. That's what I'm more focused on right now. So you see the plural form of la is las, and the plural form of el is los, right? You see that? But I know like I have a lot of like feminine ones here for some reason. Like a lot of our vocabulary words are feminine, so but that's not always the case. It doesn't always work out like that. But just to and like I said, don't feel like overwhelmed. We're gonna probably do all this tomorrow anyway again. But when we discuss number and gender, we also have to discuss indefinite articles, which that's like a fancy way of saying it, so you don't have to remember that word or anything. But it's a way of saying a or some, like the singular is a, the plural is some. So a friend, some friends. That's basically what they're talking about. So un is referring to a masculine singular noun. So an example here is un arte, which is an art, like one, like an art. Una is referring to a feminine singular noun. So that goes, an example is una ciencia, and that's a science. You see how it means a and not the, right? And I know like this stuff is a lot, but unos is referring to a masculine plural noun. So an example is unos artes, which is some arts. Unas is referring to a feminine plural noun. So an example is unas ciencias, which is some sciences. So that's like, it's a little awkward, but that's what they do. And this phrase is just kind of awkward, but that's because there are vocab words. So to use the indefinite articles of these ones. So and yeah, so I had to like reuse some of the masculine ones because we don't have that many of them. But if you wanted to say el arte, so that's the art. We want to say like an art. How would we say that? Which one would it be? Would it be un or una? Remember, it's masculine. Right? It would be un arte. And this is like Spanish is like one big system. So once you like get to understand this stuff, it'll make like way more sense. So we have la química, and that's the chemistry. You want to say a chemistry. So una is feminine, right? Just like la is. It'll be una química. The next one, it's la comunicación. So that's the communication. You want to say a communication. It's la again, right? And we know that una is la. Una comunicación. Okay. And then this wasn't one of our vocab words, but I was looking for another masculine one, so I put this one in. El libro is the book, and you see it starts with L, so it's masculine. And we know un goes with masculine. And then for the last one, we have la biología, and that's feminine, right? So we know what una goes with feminine. Why can I not type? So just to go through what these mean, el arte is the art. Un arte is an art. La química is the chemistry. Una química is a chemistry. I know like that's awkward, but this is just like a practice. La comunicación is the communication. Una comunicación is a communication. El libro is the book. Un libro is a book. La biología is the biology. Una biología is like a biology. There's that. And then this is, I think, yeah, this is my last practice for the day, so we're almost there. For each one above, say how you would make them plural. So I have them here. So un goes to unos, and una goes to unas. So that means like more than one. So some arts, when we see up here, art is masculine, so it's unos, right? So some arts is unos artes. And like I said, you probably never actually say these, but this is just how it works. So some chemistries, chemistry, we have it right here, is la. So it's unas. Unas químicas. I don't even know if this one will fit, but it says some communications. Oh, and it's feminine, so it's unas, right? No, I can't. Okay, never mind. And then for the next one, it says some books. So we can see right here, it's L, so it's masculine, right? So it's unos libros. And then for the last one, it says some biologies. And we see up here, biology is feminine, right? So it's la. And remember, unas is feminine as well. Okay. So, and these on the in the gray here are exactly what this means. So some arts is unos artes, and some chemistries is unas químicas. So, like I said, some of the words are awkward, but it was just to kind of show you how it works. So, I know that you're probably not completely confident in this yet, but does this like kind of make sense? Like you're not like completely lost.
Oh,
Okay, very good. And we're definitely gonna practice with it tomorrow. But I wanted to go through some stuff on Google Classroom. So I actually changed stuff up a little bit. I put the assignments all in one spot. That way they're like easier to find. The quizzes are still in the quiz section. The gender and number guidelines. So let me show you this. This is what we did today. This isn't an assignment. It's just to, yeah. So this just kind of goes through what we did today. The textbook is still there and the PowerPoints are still here. So this PowerPoint is right here. Yeah, I didn't put anything in the vocabulary yet, but I'm getting there. And these are the assignments here. So this is what you have to do, and this is simple. So this top part here is just the vocabulary. You don't have to do anything with this, so you could just leave that alone. But for activity 13 and 14, so it's pretty simple. So like what class subject or subjects do you associate with the following well-known people? So Frida Kahlo, she was a Mexican painter, right? We know that, a Mexican artist. So you just have to say like what subjects go with her. Like what do you think of when you think of her? So I would say probably El Arte. So because she's an artist. And you could even say like El Español because she was Spanish. So I mean Mexican. So there's that. So and if you don't know who these people are, let me know and I can help you. But yeah, so that's all you have to do. You can put one subject, you can put two, you can put as many as you want. Doesn't matter. And then for activity 14, you could just underline it or circle it or write it down. I don't care. The following class subjects. Then it says interview a classmate. You don't have to do that, obviously, because we can't really. But it's asking you, do you like art? Do you like history? Do you like psychology? Do you like science? Do you like math? Do you like foreign languages? And you say, sí, me gusta el arte, which is yes, I do like art, or no, I don't like art. So you just say, yes, I do, or no, I don't for each one of these. And for number 7, you don't have to do that. It says make up a rule to explain when to use gusta or when to use gustan. And we already went over that in class. So you can if you want, but you don't have to. So do you have any, and like I said, this is a vocabulary in the top. Don't worry about it. Don't do anything. You don't have to do anything with this. So does that like kind of make sense? I didn't think it was too bad. So yeah, so for like activity 14, you just have to say, yeah, I do like it, or no, I don't. So are you guys all right with this?
mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So nothing too crazy. And then that was what was that?
I say, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not lost at all. I just need to start, writing notes and all that, and
Okay. Well, definitely. Like I said, the PowerPoints are on Classroom here. So pretty much everything that we did today is on here, but you're more than welcome to take notes. So yeah, so that is really all I had for today because I know that like the articles like the and the they and the a and some, I know that's kind of like that can be a lot in one day. So that is all I had because I didn't want to like throw more stuff at you. But I don't know if I told you guys, I think I did, but there is lab every day after class from 11:30 to 12:25. I know that some of you have class during that period, and that's like okay. So if that doesn't work out for you, we could talk after class, or we can meet a different time, doesn't matter. And if you do decide to ever come, it's the same Zoom link we use for class. So just what we're gonna do for tomorrow, we'll review the vocabulary list. We'll briefly review Gustar and the likes and dislikes. We'll definitely review gender and number. We'll introduce patterns in Spanish to help make gender and number easier. So like they're patterns that like normally happen. So that'll help you like understand that even better. Like if it ends in an O or an A and how that works. Nothing too difficult. And we might get into describing people and pets. That kind of depends on how like gender and number go and like how you feel about it, things like that. So that's kind of what we're gonna do. So do you have any questions or anything on this?
No.
Okay, well, let me stop recording this if I can.